This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss probably one of the most expensive fragrances that I've ever featured on my channel. And it is by Bodicea the Victorious, and the fragrance is called Green Sapphire. Now, of course, we're going to do a deep dive and or first impression to the fragrance as soon as we come back. I want to take this time to welcome you back to Fraganomics, the destination where confidence starts with a spray. Here we want you to smell unforgettable and stand out everywhere that you go. Here, smelling good is not just your fragrance, it's your signature. Now, before we get into this Bodicea the Victorious Green Sapphire, I want to keep reminding you guys, we got a contest going on. I'm giving away free cologne this month. And for the 5 people that comment the most in my comment section, let me know what your cologne you like, which one you suggest for the channel, whatnot. People that comment, I'm gonna go through and randomly pick 5 people that's gonna get 5 10 ml bottles of the Hawass Tropical Cologne. I'm gonna give away 5 10 ml bottles to 5 different subscribers. So please go in the comments, let's get the conversation started. Let's have a little fun with it. And with that, let's go ahead on and break down this Bodicea the Victorious Green Sapphire. All right, we got him pulled up here. Let's see what's going on. It says a unisex fragrance. It says woody, powdery, aromatic, fruity, musky, warm, and spicy. Let's see, got the price sitting here all nice and prominent. As we both, we all know, Joma Shop is my go-to. They selling it for $699.99 plus tax. Oh, nice. Oh. So let's go ahead on past that. We'll discuss that a little bit in a moment. Let's see, it's rated a 4.2 out of 5, but it doesn't have but 181 votes. I can understand that because it's $700 plus a bottle. A lot of people not going to own it. Let's see, it says it's an oriental woody fragrance that's unisex, and the fragrance was launched in 2016. Let's see about the note breakdown. It says it has raspberry, violet, and saffron as the top note. It has cashmere, pine needles for the mid, and it has cedar and sandalwood for the base. Sounds like a pretty simple scent. $700, oh my goodness. I don't see anything else, trying to see if it's any type of ratings as far as different things people got to say about it. I do not see it. So with that, let's go ahead and get the fragrance broke down and see what's what. Okay, like we've been talking about all this month, this particular month, and it may be a couple of months on because these fragrances are getting super expensive. This is Dabber month. So what I did is picked up a sample. Make sure you can see it. Green Sapphire by Bodicea. And of course, like I said, it's that damn Dabber. But that's what we got. Trying to see how much fragrance in there. It looked like it's almost full. But let's go ahead on. So this little thing right here, I think it was like $40 for this. Maybe it might have been a little more. So, I got to be careful with this because I don't know if I'm going out and buying an $800 bottle of fragrance, not in this economy way things are right now. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm not gonna put it out there. As you see that dabber right there, I don't know what that's supposed to do, but that ain't it. So let me go ahead on and get it on the test strip. Got to be careful. No, it's about half full. They didn't even fill it up. Oh my goodness. Let me get this tap back on it. Give it a little bit of a shake. This is a strong fragrance. It's already pumping up already.
Whoop, whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
It's doing its thing. Now, right off the bat, this is kind of nice. You get a lot of raspberry, and you definitely get that violet leaf and a whole lot of saffron up top. Whew. Man, this thing got some power to it. I don't want to burn my nostril hairs out. Let me bring it back a little bit.
God damn!
Yes, like I said, the violet leaf and raspberry is super rich. And then you got the saffron to warm it up. That's the first thing you get off of it. To be honest, it smells kind of leathery a little bit to my nostrils. But of course, the mid note, you get your cashmere, which I'm taking as some type of leather note, because I'm definitely picking up a leather in this thing. And it does have a cedary type deal. That's gonna probably be your pine needles. That's your mid. But after that first spritz, I'm getting more of the leather than the violet leaf and raspberries. It's going into a leather fragrance pretty quick. Now it definitely has cedar in it. We all know what cedar was. It's got cedar and sandalwood. To me, they all smell pretty much alike. But this is to my nose, this is a leather heavy fragrance with a little bit of raspberry and a lot of violet leaf coming off the top. I don't think, if you put this on, I don't see you having to spray no more than 2 or 3 sprays, maybe. I would say probably 5 max on this, because it definitely has a heaviness. And the top note seems to be fading a little fast. Let me put a little bit more on the, man, I can't even tell how much I got. It looks like it's less than half. Some of it might have leaked out. I don't know. Let me go ahead and open them up. I gotta be careful. I don't want to break the little glass thing, but I also don't want to dump out the little bit of fragrance in here. Because like I said, $40 for a couple of dabs. That's almost like $800-900 a bottle. Hell, that's like $10-20 every time you spray.
Whoa, brother, whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
That's when it gets ugly. But that leather is heavy. This to me is a high-end, dressed up type fragrance. This is not something that, but that's kind of obvious too, at $600-700 to $1,000 a bottle. This is not something you go on a gym set, but it's too heavy for that anyway. This is straight dressed all the way up. But to me, it's but this one smells like high-end money. It smells like somebody that, got $5,000 suit on or whatnot. And, the people that they're dealing with already know that they're the man. And they put a fragrance on like this, they're gonna smell pretty much, like new money. Cause to me, that's mostly what I get. It's more green and heavy. That's what I get from it. This one, and I think it's needless, I really don't have to say it, this is definitely not blind buy worthy. This particular one is gonna be, taste oriented. It's gonna have to be something that you like. And this is not something that everybody's gonna fall in love with. I can tell you that now. And this is not something that you can wear just wearing anything. This is one you're gonna have to be dressed all the way up to play the part on it, because it's too polarizing. The leather is almost like you just got your shoes shined with some new polish.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
It's not unique, it's different, because this is not a cologne that most people would wear, because it's more like a shoe scent to my nose than an actual cologne. That's to me. But I could see the right person in the right suit, in the right car, in the right setting, pulling this particular one off and getting compliments on the upper end. Because this is more of to me, it's more of a quiet smell. It's not like something that's mass appealing. I don't think somebody's gonna tell you stink, but I don't see you getting compliments because you come in smelling like raspberry leather.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Don't see it. I could be wrong, but I think in the right settings, this would be one that you could pull off, because it kind of smells sophisticated a little bit. Now, is it my cup of tea? I would say not so much, not me. I'm not saying that it's not you. I'm not saying, some people are not saying it's a great fragrance, but it's not something that I would wear. I have smelled, probably 1,000, 1,500 different fragrances and whatnot. And some of them have been up here near this $1,000 range, but in all honesty, I haven't smelt one that made me want to spend that kind of money.
You're goddamn right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sitting there thinking about the most I spent was probably on a Clive Christian that I'm gonna get on the channel. I think it's the 1874, I think that's which one it is. And then Clive Christian, and then it was about almost $500 for the Masons Francis Kirk John Baccarat Rouge, the Extrait de Parfum. That one was pretty expensive. And that's another one that you really can't find at discounts or whatnot. And unfortunately, I had first bought the bottle off eBay for a couple $100 trying to save me some money. When I got the scent, which was just maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I knew that it wasn't right. So I actually took my bottle down to Neiman Marcus and let them check it out, and then smelled it against the original, and I knew that it wasn't right. So I immediately picked up the original and sent that back. I did get my money back. But the bottom line is some of these scents, you're gonna have to pay top dollar for. And I think my next expensive one is probably gonna be Mind Game. Now I do have quite a few of those. They usually go for $375 a bottle. So that's kind of the range that I try not to top $400, which is still a whole lot of money.
You're goddamn right.
But I have not seen a fragrance that I would pay $700, $800, $900 for yet. I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm not saying if I hit the lottery or something, I might go out there and act a fool. But as of right now, I can get 2 or 3 fragrances or maybe 10 or 15 of a cologne, and still be able to enjoy the fragrance. That's good enough for me. That are a whole lot less expensive. For me, I wouldn't buy it, but I just want to put it on the channel so you understand exactly what it is. Unfortunately, these Boadiceas, a lot of these ones, I have never seen anybody with the samples out. I've seen a few of them down at Neiman, but I've never seen a sample out where you could just go over there and spritz something. They got a lot of the other ones, like maybe Tom Ford, Crees, whatnot. They got a lot of, those you can spray, but these $8,000, $9,000 ones, I haven't seen a lot of them that you can spray. Every now and then they may have a test out, but it's not gonna be, they may have 15 fragrances in there, maybe not be but 2 bottles up top. So you can't smell everything that's in there. That's been my experience. All right, we done talked about this high price gown enough. We're gonna leave it right where it's at. And with that, I'll see you guys at the next one.